Hello and welcome back to All the Mods 10 to the Sky. Last time we left off, we got our cobblestone generator set up, and we started working on sieving, as well as getting our ore processing going. Today what I want to work on setting up is power, and then also increasing the efficiency of our ore processing once we get the powered versions of the squeezer and the drying basin. First things first, though, there is a wandering trader that spawned, and he does sell this axe. It does cost 64 emeralds, which we don't have enough yet for, but at the same time, I really think that is very doable for us if we just do some quick sieving. So, what I'm going to do is take this cobblestone, I'm going to go ahead and compress it. And then we'll grab, let's see, I don't remember where I put it, right, compressed hammer, a couple pieces of iron, and we will repair our hammer. I want to go ahead and hammer this, grab our stick, and I want to see if we can get enough emeralds before the wandering trader leaves. Let's go ahead and sleep. And then we'll go ahead and get this sieving going. Alright, and there we go. See if we can get those emeralds. Actually, I'm going to pause here, and I'll come back whenever I'm done sieving this. Alright, we have finished sieving, and I think if we combine what we have, we should have enough emeralds to be able to get that axe. And the main thing I want from the axe is actually not the axe itself, though it will be a good weapon. Eventually we'll be able to take the enchantments from it, which is the main reason that I want it. Awesome. There we go. And I think the rest of this is not really that useful to us. So, unfortunately, they will be leaving us. Let's clear out our inventory a little bit more. And actually, with this leather, what I can do is go ahead and make a backpack. Something I've been waiting on for a while. And I'm actually going to go ahead and, I think, upgrade this straight to gold if I can. Or, honestly, I could probably leave it at iron. But we need the gold anyway, so. Oh, and this was just to get more mineral. Anyway, let's grab our gold out of here. And then we'll grab one of our ore hammers. Hammer that up. Go ahead and get that smelting. Cool. All right. Let's grab our backpack. First, we'll do copper. And then we'll go iron. And honestly, I think I might just leave it at iron for now. Oops. We'll go backpack. And I was like set that to one of my mouse buttons so that I can open it whenever I need. And now I can keep some of this stuff that some of these tools like my construction stick, my hammer, flint and steel, pipe wrench, all that kind of stuff. Don't need it all the time, but I do like keeping it on me so I can keep it in here. Okay. Let's grab as many of these ore chunks as we can get. Get these put up, these put up. Storage is definitely becoming a fast approaching goal. Toss that lead in there, even though I don't think we'll be doing much with animals yet. Let's grab this hopper. Some of these stone pebbles. Alright. And then let's go ahead and try to get these compacted. If we can. Perfect. And then we'll grab the rest of these ore chunks. All right. Perfect. All right. Now that we've got that sorted, I want to look at getting our power situation figured out. In the quest line here, it recommends that you start with a magmatic generator. Which we can then, if we make a whole bunch of them, which is honestly pretty doable, we'll probably need redstone. But we can get a decent amount of that from this dust here. So we'll probably go with that and then make it into one of these 8x1. Because that'll be generating 1280 RF a tick, which should last us through the beginning as we progress. So let's go ahead then. And, you know, I'm actually, I think, going to make some more dust. And I think I actually want to swap this drawer right here out for a compacting drawer. That way we don't have to compact this always by hand. You know what? We will need redstone for that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sieve through this dust real fast. And I also do need to upgrade these meshes. Those are the next two goals. Alright. That got us a little bit of redstone, which is good. Toss this stuff in here. Okay, we need some iron. We're going to need some cobblestone, some planks. And then for a compacting drawer, we need 2 pistons. Let's grab some of this diorite to use as the stone. And then we just need a regular drawer. So we can make one of those real quick. I just made another chest. Alright, and we'll make ourselves a compacting drawer. So let's grab this. And I want to actually see if I can move this into there. I'm sure there's, probably a better way to do this, but because this does have that upgrade in there, and I want to put that upgrade in the compacting drawer if I can. Truly thrilling gameplay right here. But pretty soon we will get to the point where we can start doing more interesting things. So, alright, now with that done, take this drawer upgrade out of here. We can go ahead and grab the rest of this, toss it in there, and if I toss this upgrade in there, that massively boosts the amount of cobblestone we can hold, as well as allows us to just grab the compressed cobblestone right off the bat, which is pretty good. Alright, so to get this 8x magmatic generator, we're going to need 8 blocks of redstone. So that'll be basically, a stack and a half in order to get us the pipes as well. So we will need some more redstone for that. So what I want to do then is upgrade our meshes, as many as we can. Go ahead and get those going. I think I might actually make myself some diamond armor real quick. Even though we haven't had to face any mobs yet, it doesn't hurt to be prepared. Grab the rest of these diamonds out of here. We'll go ahead and grab all these flint meshes. I'm not sure if I had crafted any more. Doesn't look like it. So we'll go ahead and make... Well, first we'll upgrade these, see if we even have enough for that. Alright. Alright, and that'll get us the 4x4. So we need 9 more. So we'll get those crafted. Grab our flint out of here. Get these upgraded to iron, to gold, and to diamond. We don't have enough to do all of them just quite yet, but we will be able to finish those pretty quick. In fact, I might, before I even worry about the dust, go ahead and get the rest of those upgraded. So we can put all this up. We can grab our cobblestone. Grab our stick. And go ahead and get this going. I think actually I'm going to do 2 of these. Looks like I need a little bit more iron. Alright, and then we can put this up for now. Just to clarify, right, there is no emerald. Okay, yeah, so it's just straight to netherite meshes. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this going. Just like last time, I'm going to pause real quick, and I'll come back whenever I'm done. Alright, we are finished. I already put some of what we collected here in this chest over here. I want to grab these last meshes, get these upgraded. And just like that, we are set. And really getting a storage setup is, I think, honestly, an even bigger priority for me right now than the power. And in order to set that up, we have a couple different options of what we can do. Applied Energistics is going to be where we're going to head eventually. But I don't think this has refined storage. Yeah, so we will be going into Applied Energistics. But that, I think, is a little bit beyond what I want to do right now. We're going to need power for that, and it's going to be more than I want to get into. So our other option then is going to be using storage drawers. So let's go ahead and craft ourselves a whole bunch of chests. Bunch of drawers. And then what I want is going to be these compacting drawers. Specifically, the simple compacting drawers. Do I have the stuff to upgrade this to iron? Let's toss this mineral in here. And I just need a little bit of iron to upgrade that chest over there. So I can put what's in my inventory away. Let's go ahead. This iron's smelting up. Alright, and we'll try to grab as many of these ore chunks as we can. But what these compacting drawers will do is whenever we get these different resources, they will automatically do this compacting for us, so that we don't have to then worry about doing that every time we are not smelting, but sieving. It'll just essentially cut out one of the steps for us, which should help things progress quicker. What can I compress? Let's get all that compressed. Right. Now that we got this iron smelted, let's go ahead and grab our redstone out of here. We'll need some more wood and some cobblestone. Simple compacting. That's what we want. So I think honestly we'll just make as many of these as we can. And then we just need a bunch of stone, which we can grab out of here. I wonder if this kivy works. Because honestly, I'd like to use that if I can. Perfect. Okay, and the other thing we're gonna need is a storage controller. Which means we're gonna need some mycelium. It looks like we do have a couple seeds of that. So the way that you get soul sand, which is how we're gonna get quartz, is you take a wooden barrel, and I might set this like over here, away from this other spot. And we can just go ahead and grab some dirt, toss that over here. And you just put a barrel on mycelium. And then you can go ahead and grab... Am I out of iron already? Yes, I am. See if we can get some more real quick. Maybe like half a stack of raw iron. Turn that into a stack of regular iron. Alright, and then should probably also get some more copper to make some more hammers. Grab some buckets out of here. Oh, did I use up the last? Oh no, never mind, there it is. Once those get smelted, we go ahead, make ourselves another warhammer. Get this iron going as well. That's not what I wanted. I don't like how it does that. Where did the fuel go? It looks like whenever you try to sort these, it gets a little buggy. And in fact, let me just go ahead and upgrade these. To emerald furnaces. It should be a lot quicker. Perfect. Alright. Now that we've finished that, I did it again. I accidentally sorted it. Man, that is annoying. I think it's because it has the augment slots, but for some reason, whenever I try doing my middle click sort here, it causes things to bug out a little bit. Anyway, as I was saying, the way to get quartz is through witch water. And witch water comes from having a regular bucket of water, putting it in here, and with mycelium under it, it will turn from regular water into witch water. And what we do is we get ourselves some compressed cobblestone, and then we can go ahead, hammer this. Once we'll turn it into gravel. And then a second time, we'll turn it into sand. And something really cool that you can do in this mod pack is you can compress. So let's see, how many more would I need for this? 8 plus 9, 17. But is that you can apparently use compressed blocks. And I think we did actually see that whenever we were making our clay earlier. But you can use these compressed blocks on the barrels. And you'll get back the compressed other blocks. So this should give us a whole bunch of soul sand. And from this, we should get ourselves a decent amount of the nether quartz. Which is pretty good. That's what we're going for. And the reason we need the nether quartz will become apparent very shortly. Where do I want to put this? This can go in there. This glowstone can go in there. Soaking quartz and whatnot. Let me go ahead and upgrade this. To iron. Okay, cool. So now what we can do is grab our compacting drawers and get each one of these. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Is, instead of grabbing these and putting them in the drawers first, what I'm going to do is just do a load of gravel and then use that to determine which drawers we need. Okay, so we got our storage controller. We're going to need redstone torches for that. It looks like it wants actual stone, so we can go ahead and do that. We'll need it for other recipes eventually anyway. And while we wait on that, I want to see if I can also make a couple more with these copper upgrades. Let's see if we can just do, actually I want to do 3 if I can. Which means we'll need some more chests. Perfect. And then we'll get 1 in here, and then 1 more in each of these. And that will increase the amount of lava that we can hold. in each of these drawers. Cool. Alright, let's grab our steak, get a little bit of food back. And then let's go ahead and make this storage controller. So we'll make our comparator. And then we need 2 blocks of quartz. And just like that, we got ourselves a storage controller. So the way that this works is instead of having to individually put items in each one of these separate drawers, it will automatically put items into the drawers for us. So let's go ahead. Let's grab some cobblestone. 3 is probably overkill, but oh well. You could always use the resources. And actually, now that I think about it, what I can do is 1 set of the regular gravel. I can do 1 set of sand and 1 set of dust. And while that's not going to be everything that we need, I think it'll be most of it, hopefully. Alright, so we just run around here, grab up all this. I think we'll start with the ore chunks. So copper, iron, gold. What else do we care about? Lead, zinc. Already got iron. Oh, these aren't linked. I forgot. We will need a... I believe it's called a linking tool. Yeah, linking tool. And then a configuration. Tool as well. And for that, we're going to need some paper. And I think... assuming that this is still a thing, what we can do is grab our saplings here. And it might have to be a regular hammer, but can we hammer these? Oh, this is not... There used to be a just wood to sawdust. I guess actually I could probably use this stuff for, yeah, compost, but yeah, there used to be it would just turn logs into sawdust. That's cool to know. I didn't even realize this gives you mushrooms. Be useful if we get into villagers and whatnot eventually. Alright, in that case, I do have one more trick to try for the log situation. And actually, I'm going to make a diamond all-in-one tool. Now that we can afford it. So we need a pickaxe, a shovel, an axe, a hoe, and a sword. And we'll toss all that together. I am an idiot. I cannot believe I didn't see that. Well, I guess we have a second. You know what? This is fine. One of these will be our fortune. One of these will be our silk touch. I had it all planned out. Don't worry. Definitely not an oversight on my part. Alright, let's get this mined. And the reason we're doing this is because if you take a log and put it in your offhand, you can strip the log using this Farmer's Delight cutting board. And what you will get back is this tree bark, which I can then turn into paper. And because you can still craft the strip logs into the regular wood planks, you're not actually losing anything. I mean, besides durability on your tool. So, if you really need paper and you're kind of in a pinch, and especially because we don't really need a whole lot of paper, this'll work out for us. The reason I'm also making extra right now is because I want to make upgrades for our furnaces here, and that will require paper as well. Alright, now that we got some paper, let's see if we can go ahead and make the linking tool. We'll need a little bit of gold for that. Grab our ore hammer. Alright, first we'll make the linking tool, which we will need a couple more drawers for. And then the configuration tool, we'll need one more piece of gold. So we can grab one of our gold ores from over here. There we go. Combine that with our ore hammer. And just like that, we've gotten ourselves a configuration tool. So for the linking tool, you want to shift right click on your storage controller. Make sure it's set to add. We're going to be adding multiple. And then we just select the area we want to add them. So now whenever we have stuff in our inventory, we can just hold over this, or hold right click on this, and it'll put anything that is already in these drawers into them. And we'll make sure they're all locked so that if we take everything out, they won't forget what's inside of them. Alright, let's see. I think this might have to move, honestly. Let's grab a bucket, grab the water and lava. Grab all this. And I mean, honestly, this is probably enough cobblestone for us right now, but I don't want to necessarily get totally rid of it yet. So maybe we'll end up putting it over here. So we'll have the cobble gen. Actually, can I upgrade? Need more gold for it. I just want to upgrade this before I put it back. So let's do that real quick. Yeah, emerald, diamond. We won't go to netherite, but we will go to diamond. And the biggest thing we need for that was just this this gold here. Alright, so let's get that smelted. Yeah, and I want to expand the amount of things that we have in this, sorry, the amount of drawers that we have connected. so let's upgrade this. Grab another 2 water buckets. And I can just put these here for now. Alright. Emeralds, diamonds. Cool. Put that there. And do something like this. And then we'll grab 1 bucket of lava, bucket of water, and then grab our compacting drawer and toss it back on here. And that should be going up, yeah, pretty quick. Cool, alright. So now for more compacting drawers, sleep. Get rid of some of this rain. I don't like how these are filled with water. You know what? It's really not a big concern right now. But yeah, to make more of these simple compacting drawers, we're gonna need more pistons. I didn't even see, what are we missing? Stone? Just use more kivy. Alright. And just make sure none of these are duplicates. Yep, they're all different. Cool. I guess we do have these blocks as well. It looks like these will just have to go into regular drawers, which we can put on top. Let's make sure these top ones all get linked, and these side ones as well. Right? Diamonds can go over here, emeralds, lapis, amethyst. What else we got? Coal, flint. All right. Get all these up here. And let's do some more sieving. And then alright, gotta link these ones up on top as well. Just like that, our inventory is nice and clean. So let's just start pulling stuff. Interesting. Pointed dripstone only comes from flint mesh. If we need any more of that in the future, that's pretty good to know. And cool. So now we got that sorted. What else can we grab out of here? I just want to keep as much of our stuff, anything we have duplicates of, I would like to keep it all in one place if I can. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to do a set of sand. And make sure we get all of our sand products in here. Get this top-down view. And to be honest, I might even end up making or expanding this even more, because it looks like we're going to be getting a lot of resources. So what I might do is build out over here, and we will just add some more compacting drawers. So let's see. I guess we are also going to need more dust to be sieved before I can do that, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay, what of these can be compressed? The quartz for sure. Uranite can. My axe cannot. These can be compressed into iron ingots, but I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have some of our like other resources, like our finished resources right here, I think. So, oh, and we got our first all-the-modium nugget. That's cool. That's really cool. Don't know if that really unlocks us anything yet, but it's a start to big stuff. All right. Anyway, fluorite actually can also be compressed. So if I miss anything in my inventory, no. Yeah, and the rest of this can go into normal drawers. Okay. I'll just toss this in here for now. That in there. Let's go food, valuable. And then we're gonna do dust next. Get that set up. Okay, and I think I want to do like a decent amount of this if I can. So let's go ahead. And get this mined. And you know what I'm gonna do, since I can afford it now as well, is make myself a compressed diamond hammer. It'll mine faster, and it has a lot more durability than our iron hammer here. And because I can repair it with not that many diamonds, and it's pretty easy to get diamonds at this point, I think that's a very worthwhile investment. like I'm hungry. Oops. All right. And we will need to do this one more time, which our stick will probably break. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a new one. Set up in advance. We can craft those together. Alright, and this will get us our dust. So let's go ahead and get that going. And this will get us a whole bunch of redstone, which I think is realistically going to be our big, the biggest thing for us right now. So let's go ahead and pop redstone up here. I had a couple leftover simple compacting drawers. So we'll grab those. And I know I said I was going to wait until I got the other ones, but there's really no point waiting forever. Can you be arcane crystal? I know. And then it'll just be like all of the various gems. Okay, so let's toss. Yeah, that in there. Salt can be compressed apparently. You can compress this. Sulfur can be compressed. Bone blocks. The thing is, I don't want to get too much of this. Like, I want to keep up, you know, with what resources we need to have the drawers for. So, I don't want to compress all of it and, like, put everything up and then forget. So, let's grab some of you. Iron, redstone, cobblestone. See if we can make a couple more of these simple compacting drawers. I think actually, I did have some more pistons. Let's get these put over here. Grab our linking tool, link these up. I forget, okay, so there's 5 Zykorium gems. So we'll just do those right here. What were we missing more of? Iron, I think, mostly. Let's pick up some more redstone. And then we do need some more drawers. we're using this kivy. And I think I might convert these up here to 2x2 drawers. I think that's going to be a more efficient use of our space. So I should make these. I don't like how they added the fact that you can like rotate these. I mean, it's cool for, I'm sure, some instances, but it kind of makes them annoying to build with in this latest version, in my opinion. All right, let's put all these create blocks together. Where was the block? That in there. Kivy up here. Once again, clear as much of our inventory as we can. I'm actually going to move Arcane Crystal so I can keep all these together. Put Arcane Crystal over there. Bone Meal can go. Sulfur can go. Right, I do actually want to save this, so. But yeah, I think things like this blaze powder, Certus quartz, skystone dust, gunpowder that can't be compressed, those will go up there. So let's grab like all of this. Looks like, oh, it's not linked. I was gonna say we're already out of space there, but no. Although, you know what? Did I lose one off the side? If I did, whoops. I can have this temporary, or I have this be temporary for now. And then set up kind of a more permanent solution when it comes to, is all this connected? Cool. Yeah, set up a more permanent solution when it comes to getting like iron ingots, nuggets, and blocks. The other compacting drawer that lets you do 3 inputs. Okay, I want to get as many of these rewards as I can. Oops. Might get a couple useful things, not really, but oh well. All right. And with that, I think that's probably going to be the end of the episode. We didn't end up getting power set up, but at the same time, we did manage to upgrade our furnaces. And actually, I might end up using these for power. There's a way we can do that, so I might do that next time. The important thing is that we got our sieve meshes fully upgraded. We got a new axe, we got armor, and we got a storage system set up for whenever we're sieving, which is going to be very, very helpful as we make more use of sieving as we continue. But I think that's going to do it for today. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, y'all have a great day.